3 years ago, I made a video, a very, very, very short video. In fact, it was 12 seconds long. And this is a video about four or five men who were standing in O'Connell Street in Dublin with a big sign that said, "Grandfathers Against Racism." Now, this is a poor quality photograph, but I'm sure you can make it out. Now, these men, as I made the video 3 years ago, and I saw them a couple of times in O'Connell Street standing there with their banner, and I thought it was a bit bizarre, a bit mad. Now, I haven't seen them for about a year. And even 3 years ago, they weren't there every day. They seemed to just turn up occasionally on a sunny day and stand there. Just stand there. And on that particular spot in O'Connell Street, with the Spire Monument behind them, hundreds of people, black people, brown people, foreigners. There's a massive number of foreigners in that region. They do all their shopping in that region. All of them happy to be in Ireland, going about their business, going to work, going shopping, going to their pleasure. And while all these foreigners are passing up and down and across O'Connell Street, all living normal lives and apparently content, there are, of course, every day of the week, hundreds more coming in illegally into Ireland. So we may have all sorts of problems, and we do, but racism is obviously not one of them. But these people, these grandfathers, for some reason or other, felt this need to stand there fighting racism or something in this pathetic fashion. Now, as I say, 3 years ago, made a 12-second video. I'd seen them a couple of times after that, but I certainly hadn't seen them for about a year. Now, here's the thing. About 4 nights ago, I was sitting here, and I was a bit bored and a bit stressed out, and I wanted to watch a YouTube video, but I didn't want to watch anything serious, because every single night I sit down and I watch lectures, political discussions, debates, all that, on mass immigration and wokeism, and it can get you down, it can be depressing, it can exhaust you. So I thought I wanted to watch some chill out video, something candy floss video. So I picked up my phone, I went to YouTube and I flicked through just various videos, and then I saw a video which I thought might be good. It was a video someone had taken on the Luas. Now, the Luas, that's the Irish tram system, but this was obviously some tourist or something who had decided to film the streetscape, as the tram travelled along. So I thought that'll be a good, relaxing, nice thing to watch. So I started watching it. Now, it started off on Harcourt Street. You could see these. Harcourt Street is near the centre of Dublin, and I think you'd call it Georgian. You've got all these Georgian houses with beautiful Georgian facades, beautiful doors, nice columns, and the design of the windows and all that, beautiful architecture. And of course, I've been up and down Harcourt Street maybe 1,000 times, but I never really looked at it. If you're a native, you just pass it by, you don't really look. So this was a different perspective. So I was watching this, whoever it was, they had their camera up against the window, and you could see all these houses passing by. Well, from the perspective of the person in the train, the houses were moving, if you know what I mean. But you could see these beautiful houses, beautiful brickwork, beautiful doorways passing. And I thought, this is nice. And I was happy. Then I got to the end of Parker Street and the tram went along by Stephen's Green, which is a very nice park in Dublin city centre. So the camera panned along the park and you could see the trees and the greenery and the railings and the walkway in front, and it was very nice again, very pleasant to watch. And then as it got to, there's a load of kids, school kids just passing here now. Yeah, but I think yeah. But as I said, the tram moved along Stephen's Green, and at the end of the green it turned the corner, and it happens that the main gate of Stephen's Green is just at that corner. So the tram moved that corner, and I was sitting there watching, enjoying it all, and then I had one of those oh God moments. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. So imagine seeing there was chilled out, nice Georgian buildings, nice park scenery, you know, the gentle movement of the tram. And then I saw this, and watch closely or you'll miss it. Now, I don't know if you can see that. I'll run it one more time just to... There you go, grandmothers against racism. Now, here are three, presumably grandmothers, standing outside Stephen's Green. Now, as it happens, I mentioned that in O'Connell Street, if you stand there, the place is crawling with foreigners, immigrants, New Irish. Stephen's Green is much the same. And, excuse me. Now, I couldn't believe what I was seeing first. I mean, three grannies with a banner, Grandmothers Against Racism, standing outside the main gate of Stephen's Green, with hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of foreigners all written out. It looked a bit quiet at that particular spot, but generally that's packed with foreigners, tourists, black people, brown people, all living their lives and whatever it is they're doing, apparently happy, you know, delighted to be in Ireland. And of course every day of the week more and more people coming in, more and more legal people, more and more young men from all over the world. In spite of that, these people seem to be convinced that there's a major racism problem in Ireland. But I just run that one more time. Yeah. You know, I don't know what to think about this. It's surreal. It's mad. But these people, you know, these are the people who insist on fighting racism even though it doesn't exist. You know, Ireland's not a racist country. England's not a racist country. Western countries generally are not racist. Of course, these people who say that Ireland or England or whatever is racist, they never say, you know, Ireland is racist compared to, because of course, compared to 90% of countries in the world, we are a paradise of tolerance. Anyhow, I'm waffling on as I always do, but you know, what can you say? Grandmothers against racism. I mean, what the hell is going on in the minds of these people? Are they all mad? I suppose in a sense they are. You know, the propaganda and their I'm sure their willingness to embrace the propaganda is such that they've become totally detached from reality. I don't know. But there you are. Nothing else to say.